Hello, welcome to Computer Tech and More. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Corsair IronClaw RGB wireless gaming mouse. So I do have my oldest Corsair mouse, just as a comparison, and my current mouse I'm using as my Razer Basilisk, just for comparison sakes. And we got some basic box information, 2.4 gigahertz slipstream wireless technology, Bluetooth or USB wired connection, 1800, 1800 DPI optical sensor, 10 programmable buttons, 50 million clicks before the switches wear out, shape palm grip. All right, let's open it up. Alrighty, inside the box we got a fairly nice braided sleeved cable. It is USB, what's that, mini? I don't think that's micro, mini, so that's unfortunate. So this must be a little bit on the older side in terms of mouse. We got our dongle right there. Let's open it up. Okay, here is what the mouse looks like. Let's do a quick listen test for each of the buttons. I think I got all the buttons. So on the bottom here we got the little switch right there for Bluetooth off and 2.4 gigahertz modes. And this is a very chunky looking mouse. Overall feel of the mouse feels pretty good. The height of it makes it so that this rubber pad, your thumb won't be sliding on the surface, which is nice. I recently took a look at a Logitech mouse where my thumb was more or less dragging on the mouse surface, and I didn't really like it that much. So if all the other mice I've had pretty much always have a little bit of something to inset your thumb in there so that it's not dragging on the ground. And so I have a medium-sized hand, so I wear medium-sized men's gloves. My finger length is probably shorter than average, even though my palm is pretty big. Sort of halfway between a claw grip and a finger grip. I tend to hold the mouse with 2 fingers and then control it, that as opposed to like full-blown like finger grip. And I'm not doing like a full-blown claw grip either. Everything feels pretty... This top button is a little weird to access, but other than that, everything feels pretty much in line with where I'd want to hold it. The scroll wheel, while having the rubber, feels great. The resistance isn't bad, but I prefer slightly less resistance, so that's a little bit unfortunate on this mouse. But that is just my own personal take on it. And your opinion as to what that does may differ. Let's go ahead and plug it into a computer, take a look at the software, and then game on it. Well, let's do a quick walkthrough of the Corsair iQ technology for setting up the mouse. So it has the slipstream wireless receiver and the IronClaw RGB wireless mouse. And if we just click on it, then we have all the assignments that we can do for the mouse right here. So right here on the left side, we have key assignments, hardware, key assignments. Okay, so right click, left click, middle click. So it's highlighting the different areas as we're clicking through it. Not sure how well that's displaying on my camera, but it is highlighting right here on the screen. And then we can go over there to the lighting effects, and let's see if we can adjust them. So if you hadn't noticed, I do not use iQ technology. I just kind of installed it just for taking a look at this review. So I clicked on this plus sign, and what do we want to do? Color shift, rainbow, custom. There we go, solid. Let's set the front. Where's the color? There we go. We click on that plus sign, and we bring it over. And then what? Then what do I need to do? Oh, I like that brighter orange one better. plus. Didn't do anything yet. So what happens if I click another plus sign? Well, it hasn't applied anything yet. Let's see, another custom color, another solid. Let's set, the very front. Oh, I see where it did it. Let's do the back. That one is a little bit easier to see. And we got to click the plus sign. Let's do the purple color. Click down. And hasn't done it yet. Plus. Nope, it's still flashing. Hang on. Okay, I did actually get it. I just had... That looks very white on camera. But the lighting zones were not completely what I would have labeled them, but I got it figured out. Well, the software is usable, but I wouldn't call it stellar at this point. Let's keep going. Okay, hardware lighting. What is this for? So I went off camera for a couple seconds, and the lighting effects and hardware lighting appear to be almost exactly the same thing. I can't find any meaningful difference in it, but other than lighting effects seems to be a little bit better. So your mileage may vary. Okay, the pixels per inch, dots per inch. What else do they call it? CPI. So I usually like mine around 3000 for 4K monitors. Oh, okay, that's kind of cool. So over here it has color dot indicators for which, so DPI, sniper, profile. Let me just go ahead and reset defaults. Okay, how do I change them? Okay, so I just finished figuring out how this DPI stages. So on the mouse, these two buttons change your DPI settings. So right now I'm on blue. I click the back button, this one, and we changed. Okay, now we're on red. Why are we on blue again? Now we're on green. Now we're on red. Now on red. But it allows you to change. See, now it's, I'm actually moving the mouse a lot for there. That's much more comfortable. It's doesn't seem to be working all that well, to be honest, because right now that's 1, 2, 3. So I guess 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know. Oh, see, you're learning this at the same time as me. So right here, 1, click down. Now I'm on this one. So this is changing the DPI presets. Let's just get rid of that one for now. Okay, so we're at the top, down, down. I don't know, it doesn't really make sense to me. It's not as intuitive as I feel like they had planned it to be. Basically what it means is in a nutshell, so stage 2 is what you'd want to set your kind of everyday average 1, 2. So if I go ahead and change that to like 3000, that is much better. If I switch, I don't know why these colors are changing. That's why it's throwing me off. I don't really know. It should be a color indicator. And as I'm clicking through it, I see the color change, but not the number of bars, and then the color on it is also changing. So I'm just saying it's not very intuitive. Well, let's just move on because I'm going to just get myself frustrated. All right, so it looks like we can calibrate the surface. Whoosh. Try again. Oh, it just wants me to draw circles. Da, 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 da. I know you're just watching me Drawing circles on the screen. Let's see how we do. All right. Calibration is complete. Your mouse is now adjusted to your surface. So I guess it has some kind of correction for the area that you draw on. So the larger the area, the better it would be able to map your entire surface. That's kind of cool. I don't know how well it'll actually work. Okay, and the last area on here is device settings. And we have the wireless pulling rate. You do want to have it at 1000 hertz, 1 millisecond. That'll give you the best results. But the other ones are on here for like power saving and stuff like that. The lower, essentially pulling rate will save power on your device. Wired pulling rate is 2000. So if you do want the best, you would use it wired. But if you want a wireless mouse, 1000 is plenty good for pretty much every gamer unless you're like super extreme pro or something. And then you got the lighting brightness. Reducing that will definitely save battery life. Sleep mode, after how long, you can adjust that. Show battery gauge and notification area. Pairing, pair. And then you have angle snapping, so I guess that'll lock onto an edge. Pointer speed, I think that's plenty fine. And we got the onboard memory, so you can save profiles, so you don't need to install the software onto every computer. It'll just remember your settings, so you can plug it into whatever, and it'll just work like it's supposed to. Okay, let's game on it. All right, we're going to test out the mouse. We are in the game Black Mesa. It is my game of choice. That's not good, buddy. Oh no! We're not going to fully load out. Well, the accuracy feels okay. Ooh. We throw a grenade. Run away. Boom, okay. Well, the smoothness of it feels pretty good. Compared to my other one, not quite as smooth, but I would call it just fine and dandy. Grenade. Switch over to the shotgun. Oh, no bad guys, okay. It is certainly very usable. The grip on it is very nice. I like this little thumb holster. It is making it very comfortable to use. I feel it's a little bit tall, so that's just something to keep in mind. It's not terribly uncomfortable, just there we go. That is much better. I finally figured it out. Whoops, I'm being attacked. That was funny. Okay, so these two buttons right there, they go through your different profiles so that you can get whatever you want it to be. And now it's feeling much, much smoother. I will say I like my Razer mouse better, but this is certainly a good pick, especially for the price. So speaking of price, this is a $60 mouse, so it comes with a lot of really great features for that price, all things considered, I would say. The click wheel, so the scroll wheel, feels really good for gaming, not great for productivity in my opinion. The little bit of the thumb rest like I mentioned before, the large pads on it make moving around a very smooth experience. The sides are rubberized, so don't feel like I'd ever lose grip. But just some of the button placement is a little bit off for me. Well, I guess I've been standing around too much. Oh my. Do 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 do. Run away. Run away. Run away. Okay. The G-Man. But yeah, overall, I think I'd give it a good score. So this is definitely a mouse that I think most people would be happy with, especially at that $60 price range. For me personally, I like my Razer Basilisk just a little bit better, but it certainly isn't a bad mouse, all things considered. And maybe it just takes a little bit of getting used to for the software and stuff. It's just something I haven't used that much. So there is a learning curve. If you're already using Corsair software, then you're basically all set. There's not much for you to learn. As for me, I had to figure out the software while doing the review, so take that for what it is. If you're looking at getting a game mouse, I think that this might be a great pick for you. Anyways, thank you for watching. Have a great day, and see you next time on Computer Tech and More.